Today we will discuss about this in vivo results of this CAR-PS-sLNP in the B16F10 bearing mouse. So first what it is, they use the mCherry reporter to see the specificity of this CAR-PS-sLNP, whether it is restricted to the tumor sites or it spread to the different organs or not. So in this case what they did is they took the mice that has this B16F10 they took the B16F10 bearing mice models and then did the intratumoral injections of this CAR-PS-sLNP, and what they are able to see that the CAR-PS-sLNP is remain restricted to the tumor sites for both the control case and also for this CAR-PS-sLNP case, and they are not, and their presence in the other major organs is almost negligible. It can be seen in this figure A. Thereafter, they check the expressions of the CAR in the tumors and in the tumor associated macrophages, and what they are able to find out in the case of control, where they use only the lipid nanoparticles, they are able to see most of the CARs are expressed in the tumors and very few CARs are expressed in the macrophages. Whereas when they use their optimized model which has this CAR-PS-sLNP, we are able to see the most of the CARs are expressed in the macrophages, indicating the specificity because this PS is specific to the macrophages. It gives the eat me signal to the macrophages, and in the other cells the expressions of the CARs is almost minimum compared to the tumors associated macrophages case. And thereafter they check whether this expressions of the CARs leads to the change in the phenotype of the macrophages or not, and they are able to see that this M1 phenotype macrophages signals markers, that is CD8 is expressed significantly higher in their CAR-PS-sLNP case. At the same time, their antigen presentation capabilities using MHC-II is also checked using the MHC-II expressions, and it is also high in the case of their optimized CAR functions, indicating that their CAR-PS-sLNP seems to give acceptable results. Thereafter, they did check the anti-tumor efficacies using the experimental plan that is shown in this panel E. That is, first they inject the tumors, and after 8th day, once the tumors can be seen, then they inject these lipid nanoparticles 3 times alternatively. That is at day 8, 10, 12, and then day 18 they did the TME, tumor microenvironment immune cell analysis, and at day 36 they did their survival analysis, and what they are able to find out is that in the case of this tumor volume, they are able to see maximum tumor suppressions in the case of CAR-PS-sLNP, whereas in the case where they use either this sting agonist or only this CAR construct, they are able to see minimum tumor suppressions. So this minimum tumor suppressions, that is green and yellow, whereas maximum tumor suppressions can be seen when both the CAR construct and sLNP is used. And in terms of the toxicity, they do not find any toxicity, which is indicated by the tumor weight. That is, tumor weight in all the cases remains same, and there is no significant changes that is observed in between the days. And and thereafter they check the survival probability. The survival probabilities are also highest in the case of their optimized model that has both the CAR and sting agonist compared to the all other cases. And once having the positive outcomes, then they go into the detail to check whether this CAR-PS-sLNP is able to reprogram the macrophages or not. So although the total amount of macrophages remains same in all the cases, the M1 type phenotypes seems to be M1 type phenotype signals are higher in the case of their optimized CAR construct with sting agonist, shown in the panel J, and also the MHC-II expressions are higher for the case of their CAR-PS-sLNP case, indicating that this CAR-PS-sLNP cause reprogramming of the tumor associated macrophages from M2 type phenotypes to M1 type phenotype, and we can see that the M2 type phenotypes also goes down in their CAR construct with sting agonist compared to the other cases. And although this sting agonist MHC-II expressions is non-significant compared to the CAR plus sting agonist lipid nanoparticles. However, when they check the M1 expressions, it is significantly higher. So this shows that this both the combinations of this CAR and sting agonist work synergetically to increase anti-tumor efficacies and reprogramming of the M2 type macrophages to M1 type macrophages. Then coming away from this macrophages, they also check the myeloid derived suppressor cells, and they can see that myeloid derived suppressor cells are also lower compared to the control cases in the case of their sting agonist and also in the case of the sting agonist plus CAR construct. And once since this result shows that the MHC-II expressions are high, so they checked whether it will attract the CD8 plus T cells or not, and they are able to see that CD8 plus T cells are high in the case where they used both the CAR construct and sting agonist. And when they go further and check the activating T cells, these seems to be significantly higher. This also seems to be significantly higher in their optimized CAR construct case with sting agonist compared to the other models. This results in overall indicates that their CAR-PS-sLNP lipid nanoparticles has a enhanced anti-tumor efficacies and specificity towards macrophages. At the same time, it will also helps in reprogramming of the tumor associated macrophages towards M1 type macrophages, which has a pro-inflammatory phenotypes, or which has a pro-inflammatory response. So that's all for this video. If you need to understand more about this experimental results in detail, you can go through the reference that has been provided in the description. Thank you for your time.